Meanwhile, tonight, a plan to fight crime here in Indiana is now spreading to Missouri. Indy's 10 Point Coalition will now travel to help people in Ferguson. Our Night Beat reporter, Jenny Runovich, explains why their mission has become even more urgent now. Jenny?
It has, Andrea. Ministers with the Indianapolis 10 Point Coalition had planned to travel to Ferguson on October 9th. But because of violence in Ferguson this weekend, plans changed. They are leaving this week instead. And their goal is to share what Indy's 10 Point has done here to calm chaos on the streets. When Indy's 10 Point Coalition saw these scenes from Ferguson, Missouri, after a white police officer shot an unarmed black teen, it had a big impact.
I could hardly sit in my seat seeing things going on television. And, you know, I looked at Reverend Harrison and said, you know, man, I think we could be helpful there.
Building that relationship with the police and the ministers.
The plan was for these pastors to meet with ministers in Ferguson in mid-October and help bring peace. But this weekend, plans changed.
We want the world to see!
Violence again gripped Ferguson. 2 police officers shot in 2 separate incidents. All as protests over the Michael Brown situation continue. Reverend Charles Harrison decided time was of the essence. 10 Point will leave for Ferguson this week.
You know, we're familiar with how things kind of work out in the streets, and I was just concerned that the tensions are very high on both sides.
Another reason for 10 Point's leaving sooner, a grand jury looking into the Michael Brown shooting could make its decision soon about a possible indictment for the officer who pulled the trigger.
And will they be prepared to deal with the fallout of it? And that's why I felt like maybe we need to move it up.
10 Point members will talk with faith leaders in Ferguson about what they've done in Indy, community policing, street outreach, and how to foster trust between people and police.
Some of the bridges that we've been able to build here as a community, with the faith community, with law enforcement, if we could be helpful.
10 Point knows it won't be a quick fix for Ferguson, and they say the dynamics there are different than Indy, but it is a first step in a town still very much on edge. So 4 ministers with Indy's 10 Point Coalition plan to be in Ferguson either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. They do still plan to go back for a second meeting later on. And in that second meeting, they hope to not only engage church leaders, but also leadership within the Ferguson Police Department. Reporting live, Jenny Runovich, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.